Yeah, Donald Trump looks like death at the G7 as his health is collapsing, folks. It's getting really bad. I just want to bring out the receipts and go one by one with you on everything that we've observed. This is a real photo of Donald Trump. This is what he looks like now. This isn't an AI image. He's really gained a massive amount of weight. While he was there with world leaders at the G7, he couldn't stand up straight. He was kind of hunched over, leaning forward. You see him right there with MBZ, the leader of the United Arab Emirates. Let's just zoom in on the right hand right now. You see what the right hand looks like? What about the left hand? Let's zoom in. He's got this visible crack mark on his left hand. I'm not sure if that's an injection site, but both of his hands you see are discolored and rotting away. And it's not just his kind of physical weight. It's not just the hands that are rotting. Take a look at this photo of him, Zelensky, Rubio. Zoom in on his legs right there. I mean, do you see how swollen the entire legs are right there, going all the way down to his feet right there? I'll show you right here. Prime Minister Carney and world leaders would try to talk with Donald Trump. And, I'll show you what kind of Carney's conversation with Donald Trump was like right there. But they have to repeat themselves over and over again, and so Carney, I'll show you the clip a little later in this video. He goes, "Donald, we did a cap, Donald, a cap, a hard line, a hard line, a hard line. I thought you'd like it, Donald. I thought you'd like it, Donald. Yes, we're doing this EV deal with China, but it's a hard line. It's a cap. It's a cap." They have to repeat it over and over. World leaders know that Donald Trump is cognitively and physically declining. We all know. It's just American corporate news doesn't cover it, but you can literally see. Look how Carney is looking at Donald Trump. He's looking at the way, if you've had a family member with the unfortunate situation of having them in hospice care and they are clearly not there, and you're looking at them and you're like, I know you're physically there, but you're not there. And look at him. I mean, here he is all alone on the stage with G7 leaders. Like people don't know how to even interact with him. We need to watch this whole video. I want to go again, receipt by receipt, hear what's going on. So at one point, you have French President Emmanuel Macron say, okay, we're going to take our group photo right now. And Donald Trump is just completely unaware that everyone else is posing for a photo. I mean, we have what the ultimate photo looks like, and Donald Trump's looking away. But here he is just in that video. Let's just watch this video. Let's play it.
Regardez les dents. May, could you have a look to this guy?
Tournez-vous. Regardez-les, derrière vous.
Georgia, you have the official.
Then when Donald Trump was on stage with the G7 leaders, a confused Trump was wandering off in the wrong direction, and they had to guide him back in front of the G7 world leaders. You can watch this for yourself.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. We straight into the now.
The other side. The other side. My wonderful
Go there.
Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
You have Donald Trump grabbing the hand of India's Prime Minister Modi. He grabs the hand and the wrist for support because he was going to fall over. You can watch for yourself. Let's play it. And you can see over here as well, and we can just play the B-roll for this one, that he can barely lift his right arm. You see that right there? We'll show you B-roll here also of him trying to walk down the stairs when he was arriving in France. It was a very rough entrance as well. I'll show you here when French President Emmanuel Macron alerts Donald Trump that the head of Egypt, that the leader of Egypt, Sisi, is right there. And Donald Trump is like lost in Macron has to say, do you know who this is? This is the leader of Egypt, Donald. This is Sisi. This is the leader of Egypt, Donald. Do you know who this guy is? And then Donald Trump clearly doesn't know who he's even talking to. Here, let's play this clip right here.
Did you see the President Sisi? Yes.
I never decided to stroke my culture.
Now I'll show you when he was with Canadian Prime Minister Carney. I'll show you this first one, about 18 seconds or so of this. You have Prime Minister Carney's selling Donald Trump on Chinese electric vehicles being purchased by Canada right now. And this is in retaliation for United States tariffs against Canada. And then just watch how Carney talks to him, though. Less than 3, and it's caught on hot mic, but less than 3% of our market, 49,000 vehicles. It's a cap. We capped it. Hard line. Hard line. I thought you'd like it. I thought you'd like it. And then Donald Trump goes, good. I like it. Good. I like it. Watch this for yourself here. Let's play it. And then take a look at this one over here. This is sound enhanced and zoom in by an account called Table Salt. Here you go. You can see the zoom in right here. Here, play this clip. And this is how world leaders had to talk to him. All the world leaders were talking to him like this. Here's Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni. Here's how she's trying to, speak with him. Here, let's play this clip. Look, if you're in this community, you're paying attention. You know what's happening, and a lot of what's happening, it's directly affecting your Medicare. Plans are being discontinued, premiums are going up, and the broker you might have talked to probably pushing Medicare Advantage plans even if they aren't right for you. That's why I want you to know about Chapter. They're the only advisors who compare every Medicare plan in the country. Thousands of people from this community have already used them. One viewer, Kevin in Florida, is saving $2,100 a year. Another, Steven, finally has a plan that covers his dialysis. And for the Meidas Mighty, a call with Chapter is free and takes just 20 minutes. So if you're on the right plan, they'll tell you. And if not, they'll help you find a plan that fits your needs. I want you to know that we've gotten such incredible feedback from the Meidas Mighty about Chapter. Frankly, it is overwhelming, the positivity that is out there for Chapter. And so I'm so glad to be affiliated with it. I'm so glad you're all having great experiences. So call 82 Medicare today to speak with Chapter. That is 82 Medicare, and feel confident in your Medicare coverage. And this video I showed you yesterday, right? Where Donald Trump was like shaking hands with French President Emmanuel Macron, and Trump lacked the strength in his right arm to shake Macron's hand. You can see for yourself here. Let's play it.
Merci beaucoup.
So I want to congratulate the president. Last night, Cyril Gane won the fight against a great fighter, supposed to be unbeatable. And that was it. Cyril is from France. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah.
That
Not in
was-
direct, but I saw it this morning.
That was a great fight. It was a great evening at the White
I was
House.
very proud, Cyril.
Thank you.
Please. Bienvenue.
And then the same thing we saw with Prime Minister Modi grabbing the hand. And we've seen Donald Trump have to do that with Melania a lot, also using her as kind of as a way to keep his balance. He's really losing his balance before our eyes. Here he does it. I showed you this clip yesterday, but I want to tie this all together with Brigitte Macron, French President Emmanuel Macron's wife. So you can see here. Let's just play this clip right now.
Thank you.
And then, of course, Donald Trump just doesn't even know basic facts. Like, he doesn't know where Qatar is on a map. He tells the Emir of Qatar that Qatar shares a land border with Iran. It doesn't. You'd actually have to cross 3 countries. It's across the Persian Gulf, but it doesn't share a land border. You can see for yourself what he says right here. Let's play this clip.
Any money in Iran. Working with Qatar and the people of Qatar was really a pleasure. They were tough. They were strong. You know, they are the closest to Iran physically. So with other countries, I noticed I had to travel about 45 minutes to get there. With you, you could walk right across the border. So you were in a more dangerous position.
I know that's deeply disturbing, deeply, deeply disturbing. Then when Donald Trump's with the Emir of Abu Dhabi or the president of the United Arab Emirates, Donald Trump starts talking about having dinner at Versailles, and then he just kind of starts rambling about how the stock market's great. He goes from that he had dinner at Versailles and it's amazing to the market. It's very weird. Here, play this clip.
So, well, I'm a fan of beautiful places. And I was leaving in the afternoon, and then the French president, who happens to be a very nice man, invited me to dinner at Versailles. And Versailles is not a gold leaf. Versailles is the real deal. And I said, I'd like to do it. I mean, you know, all it means is that I get home later in the evening, meaning early in the morning, and I'm not a big sleeper anyway. I'll be in the Oval Office I won't lose any time in the Oval Office. So I have to say this, our country is doing really well. We're doing better than we've ever done as a country. The stock market's the highest, everything's the highest, 401k.
And then when Donald Trump met with French President Emmanuel Macron, all he wanted to do was talk about the UFC fight. And he's like, I called you last night to talk about the French fighter, Here's what he says. Let's play it. And that's what Trump continuously was talking about with Macron, the French fighter. Do you know the French fighter? He says it again. Here, play this clip.
Happened, but had 2 very good conversations yesterday. We'll be talking about it. Then we had a really exciting, I think maybe one of the most incredible evenings in the history of the White House. We had an evening last night with the fighters, and I was very happy. I called last night, very late last night, to congratulate you, because in the heavyweight division, a French fighter won. I don't know, is that maybe more important than the World Cup? To some people it might be. To some people it might be. You have a good team in the world.
Yeah.
Very good team, but you have good fighters too. And you're a great country, and it's an honor to be with you. Thank you very much.
And then we've also seen this a lot lately, where Donald Trump projects how physically attracted he is to male reporters. He attacks the female reporters. We've seen that, right? He calls them piggy. He calls them the B word. He says horrible things about female reporters. Remember all those videos where we see the just the kind of lashing out. When it comes to the male reporters, Donald Trump appears physically attracted to them. He does this a lot. You're so handsome, you're so good looking. And so while Donald Trump was with, again, the president of the United Arab Emirates, that's what he was talking about. Oh, this man's so handsome. He's really good looking. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, I have a question.
Yes.
Regarding this.
What a nice looking person. Is he from your country? Is he from your country?
Absolutely.
No, he's got such a nice way about him. My people are they're so mean. Look at him. Handsome guy. Can put him. Be careful. No, I can put him in a movie right now. Go ahead.
And then just hearing Donald Trump talk about how he never wanted regime change, and that was never something that he's ever cared about, when obviously the whole thing he's been saying over and over again was regime change. And now he's saying, I don't care about regime change. I want to show you this data point right here. Let's play it.
Country. So, again, I don't believe the regime change. You know, I've watched regime changes for years. They never work. It has to just happen. I can tell you this is a country where the Emir is so respected and the Prime Minister is so respected by the people. And that's the way.
And now this footage is surfacing as well, and this is also very disturbing. Donald Trump at the UFC event, all he wanted to talk to people about, unfortunately, we have a camera now to see what he was saying. He kept on talking about the flagpole, and he kept on saying, you guys see the flagpole? Guys, you see the flagpole right there? Do you see the flagpole? Let me show you this so you can see for yourself. Let's play it. Yeah, and there you have it, folks. I just wanted to, you can judge for yourself, evaluate what I just shared with you for yourself, but that's happening in front of the world right now. Everybody hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers, and thanks for watching. New Meidas merch. Head to store.MeidasTouch.com today and get yourself the best pro-democracy gear and show your support. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.